Well, welcome to another Memphis Monday 114. If you recall, it's been a couple of weeks now. We built 130 feet of wooden fence, including a large vehicle gate spanning 12 feet, plus two other people gates. So we built a total of 4 gates a couple of weeks ago. Well, we didn't quite finish them because we didn't exactly know what kind of gate stops we're going to put in, and we didn't know about our remote latches. Well, we figured that out, so today we're going to go ahead and try to invent some gate stops and some remote latch releases for our 4 wooden gates that we have into that east yard. So let's knock off the chit chat and get to work. Okay, here's our little outside latch. I was gonna use a solid rod here, but the problem is this thing turns in a radius, so this thing has to flex right in here. So I'm gonna have to put a wire or chain in there anyway. So I have this plastic coated wire, sometimes known as a coat hanger, that will operate that latch. So we got 2 more of these to put in on 2 other gates. So let's get to it. Okay, no mister here. I'm just gonna start that hole back where this little latch comes all the way through. Okay, now the hole will go through the 4x4 and then through the fence pickets. Now I'm using coat hanger wire, but it turns out to be a pretty good choice because I found this coat hanger wire that is coated in plastic. So it's strong and stiff, and yet it's flexible, yet it's coated in plastic. So I think it's going to give some pretty good durability. Okay, what I'm going to do is thread this wire through the 1/4-inch hole we just made and hook it to that little latch. Now let's see if this thing functions. And then when you want to open it up, you just pull that thing from the other side. Okay, I want to open up this gate. It's closed now. All I do is just pull on this and the gate opens. On our big gates here, they have to be secured from being blown around by the wind, both in the closed position, the way they are now, and also when they're open. Right now I got these oak stakes just driven into the ground, but I need a more permanent solution. Let me show you what I envision. The rod for this small gate here, you can see how it works. This is a steel rod. Now I didn't put the black iron pipe in here, but got a steel rod with a point sharpened on it and a nice little wooden handle. So we're going to be making 2 of these. Here's the material for our stops. Actually, I got some extra just because it's always good to have this kind of stuff around. These are 36 inches long here, so I'll be cutting these in half, 18-inch sections, and I'll be cutting this rod here. I'll be cutting it into 18-inch sections also, and then my 4 black iron pipe sections will be driven into the ground till they're flush with the ground, and then I'll be putting a knob on the ends of each one of my steel stakes. So let's get to it. Now you're probably thinking, wait a minute, Memphis, when you drive this into the ground, won't that inside of that pipe fill up with dirt and then you can't get your rod down there? Well, my theory is that when I drive this thing in the ground, it's going to compact the soil right here at the end. It'll form a small plug, and then the rest of the dirt will flow around it and none will come up the shaft. You're not buying that, are you? I'm not sure I am either. So let's use this extra piece of pipe to test our theory. That dirt went 10 inches up in that pipe, which means there's only 5 inches without dirt. So our theory didn't work. Good theory though, wasn't it? I'm going to cut a 1-inch plug that will come to a sort of a point, and then it'll have a section that'll go inside the pipe. This is a centering hole for the lathe. There's a way to find the center of a circle, but I don't remember what it is and I'm too lazy to look it up. Okay, this will a wine bottle cork looking thing right here. This will be the part that will go in the pipe, and then this is the 1-inch diameter right here in the center, right here, and then this little taper part right here is what will be a point, and then I'll immediately start the next one right after that point, and I'll make 4 of these. Points on now. Now I'll try to cut these individual plugs out. I'm I'm going to sharpen them up a little bit here on the drum sander, but I don't want them real sharp because I'll be driving them into the pipe. So I want a flat surface right on the very top. So the theory is these little plugs will go inside the iron pipe like that, and then I'll give them a little tap. I'm not going to tap this one because I think they're going to wedge right in there, because I put a tapered edge here, and so when I drive that thing in, it's going to really lock in there, and then this will keep the dirt out. Bring out the heavy artillery. I really like this tool, but I don't have a whole lot of uses for it, but whenever I do get to use it, it's pretty neat. Now this is a solid steel bar here. This may not be so easy. I may have to get a sharp blade. This is pretty dull. I'm always bragging about this mandrel, but whenever you need a solid surface to pound on anything, this is the item. Okay, I'm just going to tap these on top just to set them in here. They only have to, their only purpose is to keep dirt from coming up this pipe. So let's just see what happens. These would be the little handles that go on the end of those metal rods. I'm going to hold the handles on with epoxy. Problem is I only need a very small amount. And I got these big cans. They'll never come out with this epoxy in there. While the epoxy's drying, I'll go ahead and put a coat of paint on these. Well, there's our two little iron holding rods. I swear they look professional. You can hide a lot of faulty workmanship with a little paint. Let me tell you. Tell you what, let's load up everything we need, and maybe we can get these things installed in one go around. Now I want to put these out towards the end. Put them right about there. Now what I'm going to do here is tap that spike into the ground a little bit, kind of mark that position. I got to drive this thing in all the way to the hilt. And this comes over and fits in that hole, just like that. And I'm drilling this second hole with a different bit. That other bit was the dullest bit I had ever seen. Okay, same story. I'll mark this one. So here you can see the other one works. Goes all the way down. It really secures that gate. Okay, let's do the closed position. Before you say anything in the comments, those black pipes right there are about 3 times longer than they need to be. There we have it, our little gate stops. We can secure it both closed, and we can also secure it open. Well, that'll do it for another Memphis Monday 114. Gate stops for the main vehicle gate, and some remote latch releases for our 4 people gates that we've built out there. I think we saw quite a bit today, a lot of fabrication, and we even did some testing, and we blew some theories out of the water, and we invented some things, and I think we just had a lot of fun today. So like and favorite and Facebook and comment and all that stuff you do on the internet, but most important, make sure you're back here next week for another exciting Memphis Monday. Thanks for playing along.